Hello, I don't know if anyone's in here yet. I haven't streamed for a very long time. I don't really know how to do this. Let's see here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, let me just post into a couple places and then I'm going to get started here. Do. Hey, Chaos Theory CCG. How's it going? Okay, what am I gonna do here? So the main thing I want to do is, hey Oscar, the Loam, Runestorm. Oh my gosh, we got all these people suddenly coming in. This is so cool. I want to check out. We have a branch here locally that with disabling the ship assist for all damage, or disabling crits for ship assists and abilities. So this is kind of back the way we used to do it a while ago, and I haven't checked it out for a while, so I want to play with it a bit before checking it in. It's kind of a big change. I mean, I feel pretty good about it, but yeah, it's a big change. This is not something you just want to go back and forth, you know, turning it on, turning it off, turning it on. The community will just get really angry. So, and rightfully so. So I'm just gonna play a couple games here. And I've been away, so I haven't actually played with this latest build too much. This whole UI is different. I'm kind of still getting used to it. You can see there in this build, there's actually something else here. If I right click, there's like a kind of like shows you, I don't know how to describe it. It's like 200 milliseconds of delay before it clicks. This is something we're trying out to make it a little easier to make it a little more likely to disable to prevent misclicks. So let's see. I also should have this development menu here, which I'm probably just going to do. This is only for us, of course. Spawn in all this stuff.
Beautiful day for a...
We should totally allow that for the community sometime, just for funsies. Hey, Chaos Theory. I'm the game director on the team. So I actually co-founded the company with Max McGuire. So yeah, we started this company 20 years ago. So I'm CEO and game director. So Max and I had the original idea for this game, and I've been doing basically just doing all the game design, and then just kind of keeping the project on track and figuring out the direction for, you know, what features to include, you know, naming the game, you know, like all the high level stuff. And I used to program, but no longer do. Oh, we got to fix that. Right click. This is an internal thing, but we don't want that 200 milliseconds on right click. I'm gonna make a note on that. No 200 milliseconds on right click to attack. I basically just make to-do lists for Mar, one of our gameplay programmers, to handle. I don't even know what I'm testing exactly. I guess it's just really feel more than anything else. Because, hey, Abby. I'm just, yeah, I don't know, just more of a sanity check. Like, I already know this works. But, I don't know. I feel like I have to test this. It's too big of a change. Can't just, can't just check this in without doing some tests. But also we have we definitely have a tight deadline on this build. Like basically today, if we're gonna get this in for the second playtest. I guess we could just try it for the second playtest, and if it's really bad, then we could just revert it, and only like whatever 5,000 people would see it. That's probably the way to think about it. Okay, there was a crit because it was an attack. That's fine.
I ache for battle.
Hey. Hey Pete, 81. I used to program for fun in my spare time, and I would absolutely love to. It's one of my favorite things in the world. But these days I don't spend any extra time on the computer if I don't have to. So basically no is the answer right now, even though I love it. Yeah, oh, you're gonna see some other units in here that are coming up later. I tried to disable them, but unfortunately we don't allow disabling that. This ship checkbox here should disable units for the future, but we're gonna have to figure out a way around that. But the AI is gonna occasionally bring in some other units that are unpainted that are future stuff. So let's see. Actually, I want to play this for real. It's so spoiled. I checked it before, Abby. Like I literally checked. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna play certain rosters. And of course the AI did it, so what am I going to do? But I'm not going to hover over the units or show their abilities or whatever. Oops, I'm still not used to that. I've been away, forgive me. Remove that. And it's kind of cool in here, this is Unity. I'm playing this inside Unity. If I hold down Shift, I can speed up this whole intro sequence, so you don't have to wait for it all the time. It'd be really nice if we got rid of this menu too, but we haven't yet. Things to do. Okay. No crits, no crits.
Now we're talking.
I am in control.
I don't know what this hair loss thing is, but I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm 49, so I'm gonna have some hair loss. Or a lot. Okay. Yeah, here, what I got here. Ooh, this made it in, yes! Reinforce button here, but it should not be down here. So we've been talking about putting the reinforce here because people are getting confused about it being out here because they don't understand the relationship between the two. Now that it's in here, you actually understand it links the reinforcement with your bridge. So this thing should go away. I can probably get rid of it because of the magic of Unity. That's not it. Where are you? Is it this guy? Nope. That doesn't matter. You saw it here first. Okay. What do I got? Nothing. Don't forget, bald is sexy. Never forget it.
What have we got here?
I may have to just go all the way and just get the old straight razor out. I am not really paying attention here. I mean, I don't know what I'm testing. It's just feel, so like it's not gonna matter. But I mean, we really can't test this as a single. Just like, one person playing a single game. Oh, don't look at that guy.
A little room.
I mean, it becomes a little less exciting, but it's a little more predictable, but I guess a lot of people would say that's really great, which is why we're talking about this. I'm not even trying to win. I'm really just trying to determine how this feels and how this is going to affect the game. But it's going to be pretty hard to do that, especially because we have all these other special units in here.
Let's set the stage.
Offensive strike.
Now we're talking.
Hey, Abby, how does my stream look? I'm kind of new to this, so I don't really know if I set this up right. Or really anyone. TTRPG mode? What is TTRPG mode? Modes like 4v4 objectives. The number one request I heard at Gamescom was 2v2, which is cool because that's always been my favorite. That's always been what I wanted.
No choice.
So that will be probably the first thing that we try. But probably going to do that sometime during season 1. So, but I don't know. We'll see how much work. There's my crit. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, probably try that for season 1, during season 1, but it could end up by being a really big change, or it could be not too big. I'm hoping it's not going to require like increasing the size of the maps. That's going to be the biggest thing if we have to do that. I would really hope to not have separate maps for 2v2. Hopefully all the turn timing will all be the same. Oh, mic's a little low? Okay, maybe I'll move this a little closer. Hopefully that's a little better. Missing out on the opportunity to be a female VTuber using an avatar. Oh gosh, no.
Be brave.
That's just weird. Damn it, we have so many new units in here. How do I disable them? This is driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to like stop streaming because I don't want to give away all this stuff later. You know, stuff for later. This is our big marketing juice. Damn it. Yeah, right. I'll totally tell. Sometimes it's weird to think that this is my job. This doesn't really feel like work. Okay, maybe I should just spawn in some stuff that's going to be a little more useful. I mean, I'm trying to think what units really affect this, are affected by this. I mean, Exterior, yes, Detonia, Florio, but it's not going to really matter. I already know how this feels. I played it so much this old way.
Look, don't touch.
Like my sweet Florio Lancer. Yeah, I was on the NS team a long time ago. I was the original creator for the Natural Selection 1 mod. So I did like all the programming and design and all that stuff. And then you know, we basically started a company out of that. So yeah, I'm very, very involved with NS1 and NS2. But not anymore. Subnautic update, I think it's already, some of them, I mean, I know the Below Zero update already happened. Bobby probably knows more. I think we're trying to roll a lot of those fixes into Core Subnautica now, because we released a lot of those fixes for Below Zero. But that is actually a whole separate team. It's like 3 people doing that. And I think they're mostly done with that, though I actually don't really know.
Cannot be undone.
Explosions are a fine art.
Yeah, listen to Abraxas, he knows. Hey, Sick Nick. It was so fun watching you stream like crazy. I was on vacation and I didn't have my computer somehow, and I just got to watch you stream like for hours. You are crazy. You are a crazy man. I like hope you hydrated a lot because that was a lot of playing.
Incoming! Hosted New World style.
We have a lot of overlap and communication between teams. Oh, hijinks, this is Moonbreaker. This is our new digital miniatures game that we're about to enter early access with. So we just had a preview weekend this past weekend, and then we're going to do another one next week. This coming weekend, where it's totally free. Just go to just look for Moonbreaker on Steam, and you can just jump in for free.
Detecting some sour notes.
the stream is going to be all about showing new units instead of me like doing any real testing, unfortunately. It's unfortunate.
For justice.
It's what's on the inside.
I make it so.
I mean, the game doesn't actually feel much different losing assists or losing crits for assists and damage. It actually just, yeah, feels basically the same, but it feels a little more like solid, like a little more tight.
Fitness.
When you say basing Gundam, you mean like, I mean basing obviously when units' bases touch each other, but we do have a bunch of mechanics based around that, like this guy Jailbreak. This guy, when he touches this guy, he pins him, so he becomes immobile. So that's the basing that we have. Yeah, it was fun watching you on vacation. It was really weird. I just had to get my fix. It was like the one time we've been working on this game in secrecy for so long, and then suddenly like hundreds or thousands of people were playing the game, and I couldn't jump in with them. So all I could do was like watch streams on my little phone. So basically, every time I had a break during my vacation, I would just do that, which was very fun.
Taking my 15.
It's just fun watching to see what
Love a leisurely
just what the
stroll.
community did with the game.
Give pause.
Hey, he didn't attack, did he? I guess he did.
Offensive strike.
The game is going to be $30. So, yeah, $30. We're also going to have another SKU, which will be like the Founders Pack. If anyone here played Natural Selection, which I just saw someone ask a question about that, we did like a special edition for NS2, where you got the Black Armor Special Marine. We're doing something similar. I can't remember all the stuff that's going to be in the Founders Pack, but it's basically a bunch of extra cosmetic stuff and a ton of currency. So yeah, you can always spend extra if you want on that stuff. Yeah, we don't have basing just as like a mechanic by itself. We just say if the units are touching, certain things happen, but it's all dependent on the unit. Let's see. Flocking? I don't know what flocking is. Yep, that's right. Runestorm, Subnautica, and Moonbreaker are both Unity. NS2 is our own custom engine. Probably because you couldn't... Oops, I keep doing that. We just changed the location of these buttons, and... yeah, just gonna take some time to get back to that. Let's see. Probably because you mentally couldn't count on crits anyways. They were always something that changed the map rather than something you were thinking actively about.
Than my journal.
Yeah. I think that's about right.
Has arrived.
And the whole idea of crits is that they're supposed to be exciting, and they're supposed to allow you the chance to like always be able to come back. Like there's always a chance that something special could happen. So like if you know that if you kill, say there's like a 11 attack Furia across the field, and you can only do 2 damage to her, she's got 3 health. You still might take the chance because you know that if you could crit, you could kill her. So to me, that's really exciting, and it allows some really big moments emotionally. And I know a lot of people, they pound the table when they miss or when they get critted, but they're the highest points in the game, and it really adds a lot of positive emotion. I mean, it adds some negative emotion as well, but to me, it's, I don't know, the total is much better. Like the overall feeling is much better, especially because you can blame the randomness when you miss, and you can blame the randomness on somebody critting, so it kind of gives your ego a way out, which is really important in a multiplayer game. Because otherwise you have chess, and chess just is basically a vehicle for beating yourself up. There's a lot of chat going on here. This is awesome. Yes, Abhi is right. We got 2 teams. They're both about the same size. Working on the next Subnautica game plus Moonbreaker at the same time. We actually started working on Moonbreaker right at the beginning of Below Zero, so that's how long this has been going on. UWE Cinematic Universe. I don't. No comment. I think they're always going to be a little bit together, but we definitely designed this to be a completely different universe, especially because of Brandon's involvement. Sorry, I'm not even paying attention at all here. Obviously. What is happening here? Don't look at that unit. Look at that unit. Don't look at it. Look at it. Don't look at it. Oh, Gundam, you just played Subnautica this weekend? That's cool.
You kinda like
Did you get into it because you saw Moonbreaker and you saw that it was attached to us, or why? It's kind of strange.
Stay guarded, always.
Yeah, we can't wait for the next Subnautica game either. Yep, she's a she. She's a Cholek captain. We missed getting a Cholek captain in for season 1. That was just an oversight. It's a lot of moving parts, and it's just a mistake. So we ended up with 2 smuggler captains. So we really needed a Cholek captain, so she's coming up next. But in general, each season, every 4 months, we're going to have 1 new captain, 1 new culture, 25 new units, and they're all going to be all as part of the same culture. So that's the general rule. We're not going to do it for a little while because we're kind of playing catch up.
Look, leaderly.
But
meditating.
Come on, it's fun.
that's so weird that she does 3 attacks now. That seems like a bug. Writing that one down. Does she do that in the playtest build? I must have missed that. I don't think she did. Intended feature? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Crispix. I got to watch you play a ton this weekend, too. That was really fun. Actually, I even saw you playing against other streamers.
They're counting on us.
Which is pretty fun to watch. Crits feel actually more special now. Oh, AI, always doing the corrosive particles at the end instead of the beginning of the turn. Okay, what do we got here? That one... We didn't ship the drone hive yet, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, can't show you that. Can't show you that. Can't show you that. This one, can't show you that. What can I show you? Can't show you that. Damn it. Meat and potatoes. Boring. Yeah, the problem is a lot of the placeholder, a lot of the upcoming units have like either no artwork, or they have some artwork but with no paint jobs, or they have artwork and paint jobs and like no effects or no sounds, so they're not very exciting to look at or experience. But they do have some pretty cool gameplay. One second here.
Surprise! I know I shouldn't have.
Okay, what am I gonna do here? Crits, crits, crits. Do we put in the hotkeys for ship assist yet? Nope. Bummer.
Many ways to fight. Be brave.
Yeah, we're gonna keep improving AI. It's actually it's come a long ways in the past 2 months. It's funny. Mar keeps making small changes to it, and that just sometimes a small change will suddenly make the AI a whole lot better. So yeah, it's gonna get a lot better. It's just gonna take some time. I think it's in a pretty good spot right now. Oops, forgot to blink. Yeah, we've talked about doing deep learning for it. It's kind of overkill. The current method is working pretty darn well for like it's a very low tech solution, but it's simple and good. It allows us to really kind of like customize how it uses each ability. But we absolutely could do that.
We must do this.
That was weird. Did it unselect my unit after I did World Blades?
We'll floor Timo.
After I did his spinning attack? It's a bug. If it did.
Think fast. Careful out there.
John liked my idea of releasing a blank scheme, new unit with no detailed stats lore, and later season have the community paint them when it gets a paint job implemented. That's a neat idea. Although no one would want to like play with a blank unit. But maybe we could... Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
These paradoxes give pause.
Oops.
Intriguing design.
Get acquainted. Oh yes, the Zack Special.
Drone Crab, I'm testing removal of crit damage from assists and from abilities.
I am
It feels like almost the same. That's kind of my takeaway.
minds will baffle.
I mean, I've known it doesn't really matter, so I've kind of known that it didn't matter for a while, but oops, that was a misclick. Hey, who's making him immobile? He's not, wait, what is happening here? Oh, he's not a, oh, he is immobile. Oh, snarling. Okay, I missed that. I looked away. Yeah, just removing ship assist, basically. I mean, just removing crit damage from ship assist. And not really doing much effective work on this right now. It's just not really... I just wanted a reason to stream. Now, I knew I had to play a couple games against the computer to kind of verify this was going to work. So this is my excuse to stream.
Use this wisely.
I guess I'll do this.
That is wise.
Still getting used to the new UI.
Defensive field activated.
Yeah, we've had a debate on the team for a long time about undo move. We never wanted to add it because we just wanted to make the UI, wanted to make sure that we did everything we could to make sure you never made a bad move. If you put undo move in early, then that basically means that you're kind of allowing errors. But by not doing undo move, we're going to make sure that the UI will like have support as few errors as possible. There still may come a time where we need and want to put in undo move, but we're not there yet. I can't even see. There, it's so weird. Yeah, we might do it, but we really are hoping to not have to. Yeah, we have. It's so funny. We changed the entire UI. Like in the past 3 weeks, this UI has completely transformed. Not just the visuals, but the actual left click, right click interaction. It was pretty much reversed up until 3 weeks ago, and we optimized the UI to be like very left click focused. So you could pan with left click by grabbing the terrain and kind of dragging, moving it around, which works really great on iPad, but we're not shipping iPad right now, so we're shipping PC. So we kept seeing players like try to select their units or try to use left click, and they end up by moving the camera, and then they try to right click after they select units, but they had to drag left click. So we just basically said, we realized that a lot of people were having problems with the UI, and it was because it was so different than League of Legends, Dota, XCOM, StarCraft, like all of the comparable games. So 3 weeks ago, we like rushed in a reversal of our whole UI. So the fact that people are still having the occasional right-click select move problems, we're very happy that that's all the problems that they're having. They could have had a whole lot more because it was a lot rougher not very long ago.
Hide in the corner?
But yeah, we're not done yet.
Use this wisely.
Yeah, the UI's come a long way too. If you played it during Gamescom, it was a completely different UI. But that one was just like bits and pieces. You know, it had like, just over time we kept adding stuff and we never did a proper design pass on it. UI, visual design. So Nick just recently redid the whole thing and it's so much better. We still have this one little barnacle right here, this little reinforced button. That's going to be moved right here, which you can see in this build it is here. But then we're going to remove it from here.
Crank it!
Calculate or contemplate.
I mean, I think this is pretty much good to go.
I scope with my little scope. What you made of.
Calm down, let's chat.
That was my will. Protection is proven with righteous intent.
That's nice of you to say, Runestorm. I don't know. I feel like our UIs have been... Subnautica UIs were many and complex. There were dozens of UI screens in Subnautica. NS2, I think, was pretty streamlined.
Oh no, I forgot my sniper pants on this ship. I should go.
You will not harm them. Many ways.
But we always strive to have a uncluttered UI. That's for sure. Yeah, we used to have Jonah Colt. We used to have right here, if you can see my mouse cursor, there were pictures, one for each person on the field. And we noticed that no one ever used them. People said they wanted them, and then our friends and family said they wanted them. We put them in, and then it felt like no one was using them. Never saw anyone click them. I don't know, look at them. It just seemed totally useless. So we just removed it in the latest UI, and we figured we could put it back in if people really want it. But so far, I think that's the first time I've seen anyone mention that they wanted it.
Don't mind the woman behind the big gun.
Minds will baffle.
Party!
Oh, NS2 is Natural Selection 2. That was kind of the game that put our company on the map. And then we switched gears completely to make Subnautica. So we went, Natural Selection 2 was a follow-up to our Natural Selection 1, which was a mod for Half-Life back in 2002. Then NS2 came out 10 years later, and both those games were first-person shooter real-time strategy hybrids. So they were, very complex. Imagine like a first-person StarCraft. So like one person is playing the commander, the top-down, and everyone else is playing first-person. Really ambitious. Probably more than we could bite off as a small company, but we did it anyways. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And then we did... Subnautica was honestly a fat, giant slap in my face by the time I discovered it. In what way? Were you a Natural Selection player? Is that why?
It's all supernatural.
Because people are wondering why we're switching gears so much from Subnautica, but some people didn't realize we already did that once from NS2 to Subnautica. And Subnautica did like 8 times or 10 times the sales that Natural Selection did. So I feel like it was a good decision. Not that that was the reason that we were making it, but we were passionate about it. At least I was. But I'm really glad we didn't just keep making Natural Selection. I can't believe we slipped that. I can't believe this slipped through. That large units can't pass through here. I don't know how that hasn't been fixed yet. It's embarrassing. Making a note. That was not intentional. We've tried making maps with access points that were only available for small units. It never feels good. It just basically sucks. Yeah, we will fix it for this weekend, I promise. So Subnautica was a slap in the face, but but you also didn't play games? I'm a little confused. But it was immersive, so thank you.
Calculate, contemplate.
That is a really pathetic disruptor beam.
With righteous intent.
Yeah, Subnautica was way bigger than NS2. We're hoping it's going to be the same thing with Moonbreaker, but we have no idea.
So defensive.
Yeah, Subnautica was... I mean, both those games, NS and Subnautica, were both like really focused on immersion. which is funny because this game is not really. But it's immersion in a different way. Wait till you hear the first audio drama, then maybe you'll be excited about the level of immersion we have. It's a completely different
Beautiful
form.
day for a bloom.
Oh, I could play some of the audio drama on stream. We can't give it out, but I can play. I guess it could be recorded. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Every once in a while, I get to meet someone who's like excited about the game. Like yesterday, I was flying home, and there was a Subnautica player sitting next to me on the airplane, and I let him listen to the whole first audio drama, which was so cool, because it's only in that situation that you can actually do something like that. Like, here are some headphones. Take a listen. What do you think?
Let's uncork one. Embrace it.
These paradoxes give pause.
That stinks. That unit is such a pain in the butt.
I'm making
Future unit again. The game just feels just more solid now with these crits removed. I don't know. It doesn't make that much of a difference. It's more of just like it's almost like a psychological difference more than anything. There it is. It just unselected me again. What was that?
How about a grenade? Incoming!
My path is clear. That is wise. Be brave. Defensive field activated.
Someone attack me!
Subnautica got you into games? Wow, that's quite a compliment.
Got a tad on my mind.
Oh my gosh, a whole bunch of questions here. 20 seconds before Mike has an aneurysm. We were talking about releasing it early, a couple days before, but it's not a good idea. It's so much cooler to listen to it in-game. Gosh, I can't even keep up with the chat. This is awesome. Let's see. Hoping someday we get an S2 map, Reaper Leviathan Skull. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, you want to listen to the whole thing in-game while you're painting. It's awesome. Although, honestly, you might want to pay attention so much you may not want to even be painting. I have a feeling.
When life gives you lemons, throw grenades. Oh, the glittery spoons.
Yeah, the writers for the audio dramas, it's all Dan Wells. So he's done the first one already, which has been recorded and is done, and now we're just waiting for release. We're in the middle of doing the other ones as well, so he's doing them all.
It's almost time.
He is awesome. So Dan Wells has a podcast with Brandon Sanderson, if you want to get more Dan Wells. He also has some great stuff on Audible. Really heartwarming, fun sci-fi. More on the young adult side, but really, really good.
Whoops.
I don't know about that April Fool's Disruptor Beam, Sick Nick. You cray cray. We would be lynched, you realize, if we did that. Someone who chooses what to read based on length, I can't agree more. Yeah, you want to see that? Oh, the melee unit's gone. It's such a pain in the ass, too. I hate playing against that unit. Gonna have to add some counterplay in for it. I don't know. I mean, we don't play too many tabletop games, especially because we're all a remote studio. So we don't really play together. I mean, we used to play some before the pandemic. Wingspan. I know I see people talking about Wingspan still on the team. So I should have done that in the opposite order. I mean, you can see, I don't know if you can see in my camera, I have like a gaming table here and like all these shelves, 4 box thrones full of games. So maybe you can see those on the camera, what games I like. But yeah, tons. Yeah, exterior's speed is normal, but because he's so large, he feels like he's barely moving. Yeah, we do have the captains. The captains move like 80% of what regular units move, and they do that so melee units can chase them down early in the game. the games could get into this long stalemate, this like never-ending game because the captains could just run away from the other units. It really sucked. So all captains move about, I think it's 80% of what every other unit moves. So we're not going to be changing that anytime soon. So I've heard people say they think Extilior is weak. I don't have the stats for this weekend to find out, but I can't wait to find out what the actual stats say. I'm not convinced he's weak. I think Astra just ended up by being a lot easier to play than I thought she would be. Uh-oh. What's going on here? That was a bug. Weird. Yeah, Astra was always meant to be the expert captain. But, hey, Sibs! You're here. How did you find out about it? Dr. Zeus 2001. So Mike runs Crafton in Santa Monica, so he's our buddy. He's been helping us tons. This is fun. Look how many people showed up. I haven't streamed in ages. This is so cool. How many people are in here? Can anyone see the stream count? It's got to be like 40 or 50. Just built a table to make a diorama gaming table. That's really cool. We're going to try to get some dioramas in the game as well, because that's something we've always wanted. Like we talked about, maybe allowing you to build your own dioramas and put all your whole roster like inside, like basically a diorama, and then have that diorama show in some form when you start the game or when you win. But that's later. Hey, Danya. D&D, Magic, Wingspan, Warhammer. Yep. All the classics. Cool. 35 people. It's pretty fun. What's Exil? I played a lot of Exil. Oh, Extilior. Yeah, okay. Found him pretty strong. I think a lot of users were trying to rush in with him. Yeah. I think Extilior is surprisingly subtle. Because it's all about whether you... oh, don't look at that. Oh, there's a new unit. Oh, what's happening? We're going to push that unit out of here. Oops, I clicked the other unit too by accident.
Use this wisely.
There are the bread memes. I wasn't around when the bread meme started, so someone's going to have to fill me in. Yeah, you guys like the diorama thing? That's cool. It's something we've talked about for so long. It'd just be so awesome. But it's not a simple thing either. Well, I think this change is good to go. I'm going to be checking this into main, and there's one more thing I wanted to do on the stream. Let's see. And that is address Broken Vengeance. Because some of you crafty people have been doing some ridiculous things with Broken Vengeance this weekend. And namely, well, the one that I saw that was really rough was Defense Dome protecting Broken Vengeance, and then Broken Vengeance facing Extilior and then attacking, and then he does 3 damage, Extilior retaliates, Broken Vengeance retaliates, retaliates, so it's 3 damage to Extilior, 1 back to Broken Vengeance because 1 is soaked by the dome, 3 to Extilior, 1 back. You can just, what is that, 21 damage? Do 21 damage to Extilior, or any melee unit. It's rough. So I'm not sure. I definitely don't want to remove the infinite attack, because that's like the whole idea of Broken Vengeance. I mean, it's not his only idea, but it's a big part of it, and it's definitely probably the coolest part. But the unit design for this game is all about, basically it's about tools. So each unit is a tool, and each unit has one purpose, and we're not thinking about like which purposes are good, which ones are bad, which ones can be used with which ones. It's just make this giant toolbox full of different tools, and then all you guys can figure out how to use them. So we want to make sure we don't add duplicate tools. We want to make sure that one tool doesn't obsolete another one, i.e. we don't just take a unit, copy it, and make a better version of it. That's just stupid.
We must do this.
But Broken Vengeance, I mean, I just can't. He's a tough one because his purpose is not that clear. I mean, his purpose is reacting, is that retaliation, a ranged retaliation. But how you use that is really tricky because we don't really have ways to force people to attack you, except in this case. So that's a long way of saying that I think Broken Vengeance, if there's one thing we can't remove, it's that retaliation. And if we just like limit it to once, you're just kind of sapping all the coolness out of him. So I think he just is going to need, I don't know what it's going to be probably just an attack, either lower his attack by 1 or lower his health by 1 or 2. But I just can't decide which one that should be. I mean, I don't even know if it's being used overly, or if it's. I mean, I saw like probably 4 games where the game just suddenly ended because of it, which seems like too much. But let me just go back and read all the comments now. Now that you guys know what I had to say about that. Bread. Astra OP. Blah blah blah. Blame Mar for the bread. I blame Mar for everything. Choose the AI to leak. What? I don't know what that means. Carrots? Carrot bread? Okay. Rapid fire, no. Yeah, I mean, so the kind of thing, so Fear, Fire, Kalen, so Broken Vengeance getting -1 damage for attacks beyond the first, that is a totally reasonable fix. The problem is, how do you write that text? Immediately attack any rival that damages Broken Vengeance, period. Successive attacks this turn are -1 attack. Basically, it doubles the complexity of that rule, and the whole difficult and best part of this game is to make really interesting rules that are really simple to grok. So that could work. I mean, it would work, but it's just like it's so much complexity that it's probably not the right solution. That's what I would say. But I appreciate the idea, and you're about. It's kind of on point. I mean, it could say it could only trigger once per turn, but you notice that we don't have abilities like that in this game. Like, we don't have things that only happen once per turn as a general rule. So I hate to add that concept. Basically, this whole game is about restraint. It's about using what we have and not adding any extra complexity, and just like working with it and just like keeping things super simple, but still continuing to add new units. So I'm. In the past, I would have just like been happy to add more complexity, but now I'm just like fiercely guarding the complexity. It's like want to make sure there's really nothing extra that's being added unless absolutely friggin' necessary.
I move through the turmoil.
Yeah, Kiss, absolutely. So that's the thing. -1 damage and extra health. That would be one way to. That's absolutely. Oh, there we go. Yep. Look at that. So it was funny. That one was actually triggered by Extilior because the AI didn't evaluate it completely, or it did. I mean, the AI should have actually checked that, and probably should have been able to understand that how much health it would have reduced him down to. But maybe it doesn't play down the infinite retaliate cycle. But yes, Fear, Kalen. That's exactly it. Instead of adding a whole new rule, maybe just -1 damage with extra health. That would totally be reasonable. So he retaliates more with less impact. I like that a lot. The other way to do it would be, lower attack. Just lower attack. But oh yeah, you work in game design for tabletops, so yeah. Hence your good suggestion. -1 damage. Grissy, another pro. Hey Grissy.
These paradoxes.
Yeah, -1 damage should be enough. I agree. It's just, I just wonder if it just removes the whole, like, there's that feeling when he retaliates and he does 3 damage, which is pretty high for this game. It really feels like he's getting vengeance. Oh, another way to do it. It's a terrible idea. But we could make it so he couldn't attack. could only counterattack. The way we'd have to implement that would be, I don't think that'd be useful. You can't really get people to attack you very often. Yeah, he retaliates with the damage he was damaged for. That's interesting. Very interesting. I mean, even if we bring his attack down by 1, he can still do like 14 damage to Extilior, you know, with just the defense dome alone. That's just a lot. I mean, it's really fun, but I think that it would probably be safe. Probably be a safe enough change where it would still be used and it'd still be interesting and exciting, but it would, yeah, but it would, oh, charge Nano Shield to do this too. That's another vector in on this. You just Nano Shield him and then attack with him. Oh my god, that's crazy. Then he can do infinite damage to a melee. He will kill any... Oh my god, that's insane! How come you guys haven't found that yet? Invulnerable totally works. Because he doesn't take damage? Oh, does it say damage?
Someone's worst day is here.
Oh, the damage is... Yeah, you're right. Okay, good. You guys are giving your job back. Yeah, he needs a little refinement. Like, why can't I pick him up? Bug. Another bug. Yeah. His purpose is not clear. That's the problem with him. Like, is he there as like a great range attacker, or is he there as a retaliator? And he's kind of both. So, I mean, if his health was reduced to, say, 5, then... You know, the most he's going to do would be 15, is that right? Of course, you get the amplifier in there, and that's ridiculous. He's suddenly huge.
You're stronger than you think.
I mean, I don't even know if it's a problem. It feels like if the game is being... I guess it feels like a problem. It does. Because there's really no counter to it. I mean, if you're playing against Astra, and your opponent... Yeah, if you're playing against Astra, your opponent has like either a defense dome or an amplifier, and you're playing Extilior, what are you gonna do? There's not really a way you can stop that from happening, because she's gonna summon it into the breach it and then hit you with it. I mean, unless you can stay out of movement range, but the whole point of Extilior is to be in melee range. So it seems like he shouldn't be able to do this ridiculous amount of damage. But I don't want to remove the infinite loop because it's so awesome. It's like the coolest part of the unit.
My eyes are up here.
Yeah, just retaliating once per attack just removes all the excitement. And we have another unit that has had similar problems, and that's the Scattervine, which I'm surprised. I didn't see a lot of play with this weekend. Really surprised. This guy used to be 3 attack. And it was actually a 2 attack, 2 health, and then we changed it to 1-3 instead. And I don't know, maybe we're nerfed him so much that we're not going to use him anymore.
Hop to it. You got it.
He is broken. His purpose is to break the game. It's so true. I mean, the game is called Moonbreaker. Hello. And this game is all about broken units, right? Everything feels broken. And that's kind of the whole point of it.
Yes, Captain?
So look, I'll just completely destroy this. That is so ridiculous and so fun. How can we can't lose that? I mean, this one's fun too. Again, I don't know why. I'm really surprised no one was using this weekend. Or I didn't see anyone doing it. Out of Cinder.
Actions cannot be undone.
I mean, Vital Amplifier with Scattervine is ridiculous too.
Get the jump on him.
Thicket versus Broken Vengeance? I don't know what that does. Yeah, Into the Breach is really painful. The problem with Into the Breach is there's no counterplay. It's not that it's too powerful, it's just there's no counterplay. What is going on with this selection? Something is wrong. Oh my god, totally broken.
I am in control.
Behold!
Yeah, Scattervine does eat the crew cap, absolutely. It's weird too because, yeah, we have the concept of constructs and crew. So constructs are units that are created by other units. So I could see it either way. Scattervine is itself, and Scattervine is a crew, but he actually creates more Scattervines, so I could see it from either direction. But we do need it to be part of the crew cap, just for performance, if nothing else.
Not one for small talk.
Yeah, I think probably the simplest thing would just be to reduce Broken Vengeance's attack from 3 to 2. I mean, that way it's still exciting, and you still have a way you can pump it up. But and reducing the health certainly reduces the number of attacks he's going to get, but it's small potatoes compared to, you're going to reduce it by 1 or 2, but as soon as you get the dome in there or something else, like, it's not going to reduce it very much. And what else could we change with it? I mean, it could do...
I will not stop hunting.
I mean, we could just give him less accuracy, but actually that wouldn't matter because he's typically in melee range.
Of course I'm licensed.
I mean, it actually would matter. It actually could matter. I was also thinking how cool it would be if he would attack any enemy that damaged him. I mean, I don't know if that would actually... I think there are cases where you actually want to kill your own units, and Broken Vengeance could be a way to do that. It's kind of fun. I mean, some players are they're gonna be confused by it, but... Yeah, Thicket Toxoid versus Broken Vengeance, we got that bug. I think that's already fixed, or it's in queue, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, and then the 5 health make him very easy to kill without dealing with the retaliation. That's the problem, right? He becomes like a useless unit unless you base someone and then do this infinite attack. I mean, we could reduce his attack and crank up his health. And then that makes the Vital Amplifier thing really powerful. We could make it so he never crits. That doesn't do much. To me, the infinite loop isn't exciting. Against Captain Psychic Steelier, it's just trade in your unit for 15 damage. Oh, so that's one thing we could do. This is the easy fix. Where is he? Broken. I didn't think about this before. Immediately attack, instead of rival, we just make it crew. Immediately attack any crew that damages Broken Vengeance. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, we could make him slow. I don't think that's going to help though, because you can still just spawn him in. I mean, it'll. I mean, it could work. It could work. I don't think it would solve the core problem though. Yeah, if Broken Vengeance kept the same stats but is slow, you need more planification, good word, to be used at its full potential while keeping his full identity. Yeah, I love the idea of him shooting at the ship. I love that. That would be so awesome to put in just as a... Like, it wouldn't actually do it. There's no damage to do, but if he just shot up, that'd be amazing. Yeah, you guys like the crew thing? I think it's probably the right fix. I can't believe I didn't think of it before. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. That's the one problem. I mean, another way to do it, I wouldn't really suggest it, but if he did it only against Methodori units, because he fell out of the Methodori cast, that's why he's broken. But Exterior is Methodori, so that wouldn't actually work. And we don't really do anything like that with cultures, so it would feel like a bug. Yeah, I think that's the fix. His damage should probably still be toned down to 2. Yeah, maybe. I mean, he can just like pretty much assassinate anyone he wants. Like, look at this. Boom. He's still, I don't know, he's still pretty badass. I think that actually works. I think the crew thing actually works in keeping him really powerful. I mean, his cost might not be right, but it feels about right for cost.
Intriguing design. Prepare to face your fate.
Oh yeah. The Reddit situation. So annoying. Someone stole our Reddit out from under our noses when they saw the copyright, when they saw the trademark application going in for Moonbreaker. Trolls.
I am in control.
Yeah, I mean then, so if we did it for crew,
I'm fired up, and you're gonna be too.
I mean, it becomes a lot less useful, but he does still, I don't know, I think that actually works. It's weird though, he still can assassinate like pretty much any melee unit.
Head on a swivel.
I excel at conflict resolution.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too strong to limit it to crew. I just don't know if it'll be as interesting anymore.
Big and strong.
But
I do what I must.
no matter what, to just like kill a captain to do that much damage to a captain is just, it's always going to be broken. So I don't think
Brace yourself. Brings a little
yeah,
tear.
I don't think we'll ever
Safety's no
want
accident.
that. So I feel pretty confident about
In
that.
the bubble.
Actions cannot be undone. Recalculating. Hope their bucket list is done.
Troubleshooter here.
You will not harm them.
Oh, we should have put that line in the audio drama. How did we miss that?
Bring protection. To the safety zone.
Not one for small talk. That is wise. I forget nothing. Protection is proven. Go back in time and slap yourself.
It's ridiculous. That's never gonna be good. Okay, I think we found the fix. Cool. Yeah, I don't think, and my work is done here, at least for the stream, so I should probably get moving here, even though this is really fun. Have you ever tested different health point values for different captains to balance out their abilities? We have. Trying to remember who we changed. I think Astra might have had. No, I guess, I don't know. I feel like we have, but it's been a long time. The thing about Captain Health is that it really affects the game length. So anything that affects game length, I want to be super careful with. But I guess attack, the Captain's attack also affects game length. So like Astra's 2 attack can definitely affect, can slow the game down too. But she's kind of a special case. I wonder if there's something else we could do with the Into the Breach, Astra's Into the Breach, that would give her a little more counterplay for the other team. Do I have an Astra build here? I should make a new one here. Oops, where's my... That's broken for some reason, don't know why. That's broken, don't know why. We gotta make this appear in the order that you build them. That drives me crazy. Where is it? It's like, there it is. Strain Anasaur. That'll be renamed.
Remember and high fives.
Fixed Vengeance. That's great. You're like obsessed with April Fools. Oh gosh, we have all these extra units in here. Oh god.
Ready, Barry.
Oh yeah, you can see the store. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Probably shouldn't show this to you right now. Typical store. You're gonna see it soon enough. Let's see, rosters, Into the Breach. We gotta fix that too. I'm always going, wait, why couldn't I edit it from there? What did that icon change? Oh, it's just a new icon, okay. Remove, remove, remove. Okay, autofill. Let's see if you can do it this time. No. Yeah, pick these randomly. This is just I'm just listening to music on Spotify. Okay. I feel like there's got to be a small tweak to Into the Breach that could either give some counterplay or reduce some power. I mean, we could do like the escape hatch thing where the unit takes some damage, or I don't want to say that it couldn't attack on the first turn. That would completely nerf it so much. It would suck.
Yay!
Damaging the unit would be the obvious one. I mean, it could stun it. Oh, that's interesting. It could stun it. Oh, that'd be weird. Unstun it and then stun it at the end of the turn. That's really weird. But it means you could use it just for that moment, which is the whole point, the ambush. But, oh, it could actually... I wonder if it would, like... It could return it back to your hull. Your bridge at the end of the turn. Oh my god, that's actually pretty cool. Return it back to your bridge, because you probably already reduced the cost of it so much that it wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, we could do the +1 center cost. I really like how every captain has the 1 and the 2. So it's just kind of a constraint. I just wanted to, like, you always have to pick some constraints to stick to. For me, it was 20 health for captains, 1 passive, 1 cost, 1 2 cost for every captain. That's kind of like the constraint. But, so I'd like to adjust something else instead. Just reading all this chat real quick. Yeah, Broken Vengeance gets the buff from Fate Twister. The buff it's just for the next attack. So it's just once. Oh my god, so much chat. I can't even read it all.
I'll make him proud. Feel more motivated?
I'm so not thinking about April Fools right now. We got so many bigger things to worry about. Chrissy says, what would you say? Small AoE activation. It could be small. The only thing is it's just so annoying if you get it wrong. It just like ruins your whole turn.
They're counting on us.
So like, I mean, you can see it when you're placing the unit. Like, I think a lot of people don't see this, but oh, actually, now I don't see it. What the heck? Did that go away? Usually, when you go inside her into the breach range, you can see it. That is so weird. Did that just recently break? Writing that one down too. Yeah, the range, I don't think the range is the right solution, because then it's just frustrating. And you just ruin your turn all the time. I mean, maybe, yeah, it could work. Yeah, the other one, that might be the other ability more, for sure. I thought even her boost morale even could be reduced the cost by 1, which sounds stupid, but it basically means you can get high tier units earlier. So even though the total Cinder difference is the same. So that one we'd have to test quite a bit. I would not want to just release that into the wild. It's like we've nerfed boost morale a couple times. So yeah, wouldn't surprise me if we had to do it again. And we've also, in the past, I think, did we ever swap? No, we never swapped those two abilities. So Into the Breach was 1 and Boost Morale was 2. But that it's possible. I don't think that would work though for us, because then you can't use the ability turn 1. Going back to the bridge could be worse. Yeah, you could get ambushed and get... It's true, it actually could be worse. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Dugamite. Into the breach activation circle's big. This map is a little bad. It's just that I think it's good in general. I just think this is actually one of our oldest layouts. We've play tested it a lot, but this part right here is broken for large units. We're gonna fix that.
Much better.
Yes, the head-drawn crab. We will be introducing new ship assists, and we've talked about rotating off the old ones. Please discuss. I basically just don't know what the right approach is. I think that would be really fun to do that, but I mean, it would give a total new flavor for each season, and of course we could rotate the old ones back in and add new ones. And we've also talked about maybe having some ship assists that are just for certain captains, or maybe certain ship assists that don't go to certain captains, but that's more of a balancing thing than a possibility space thing.
I can work with that.
Yeah, we've talked about doing about 10 new ship assists per season. It's probably too many. It really changes the game. And that's the other thing, you're right about Chrissy. You can't block her because of the airborne, and I would love to remove airborne from her, but she's a frog. She's a jumping frog. We absolutely cannot remove airborne. But you're right, because she can do all this crazy stuff, but then if you could pin her, then she's yours. But the fact that she can just jump away makes it like you can't even do that. But I'm with you. And we could reduce her movement a little bit. It would be really weird to have one captain have their own special movement, and it would be really annoying to have a low movement. I thought about that too, but there's enough of this game has been built around that movement distance. I mean, we're not shipping the map for this update, but the next big update in season 1, we have some maps with bridges and like gullies, and you can jump over them, and it's all been tuned for Astra for escaping. So I really don't want to change that if we don't have to.
Evildoers will lose.
What a relief.
Could we throw the single at them?
Boosted units be ineligible for future boosts. Yeah, that's. I think that's certainly a good way to. It's definitely a good idea. Basically, having boost morale limit to 1 for each unit. I don't love. I mean, the whole design of the game is about having abilities stack, and then abilities stack, keywords don't stack. That's like, again, another constraint. We don't have to keep it, but that is how it works. So I hate to have that one ability suddenly not stack if we don't have to.
You're dead.
I know, I'm not making this easy for you guys to make suggestions.
Defense.
You guys like rotating ship assists? Yeah. I think it'd be fun. Oh, hey, Banity TV. I'm so glad you're loving the game. We love it too. We hope you guys really love it. Because we want to make this game forever. There's something going wrong with this selection. I don't know what it is. It keeps unselecting units. 2v2 mode, we really want to add. It was the #1 feature suggestion at Gamescom. I was just walking around talking to players, and that was the suggestion. It was kind of like people asking for a multiplayer co-op in Subnautica. So we do not want to ignore it. And it's also my personal pet favorite feature. So I really hope we get to add it soon.
If I die, no more happy hours.
I think this Astra change is going to have to wait. I'm still waiting to get stats, so I basically don't really know where the game is as far as which captains are are beating other captains. It's pretty anecdotal. Last time I checked, it was around like the worst balance was I think Zax versus Extilior, and I think that was like a 54% win for Zax. So it wasn't far off. But, you know, we have a lot more data now, a lot more players, at least this past weekend, so hopefully we would have a much better idea. It'd be a lot more accurate.
One win, one bug.
I was having a beautiful dream.
A stunning move. Wait.
I wasted my life?
Gotta fix the VFX on Rickety. It's so confusing. She only gets airborne if she didn't move last turn. You are a board game designer, Fire. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I'm gonna write that one down. Very nice. Good, I'm glad you appreciate the design constraints. You gotta stick to them. You gotta stick to your guns, you know?
Breakfast?
Oh my god, what is happening here? It's all this crap.
Yeah, just like I planned.
Okay, again, my unit became unselected. What is that? Gotta fix that. Oh, and now they're not touching. That's weird. What's happening? I can't see. Okay, that's fine. I can't do anything. Wait, what is that? Oh, this is... Okay, I'm just not paying attention.
We won't let up.
I don't know, Chris. Hey, Chris, Iron Horse. I'm writing down all sorts of bugs here. This is just main, so I know there's some extra units in here. This is actually getting to the point where I don't want to show them anymore. Yeah, we'll have to revisit Astra a little bit later. I think also Astra is just easier to play. I thought she was going to be harder to play because she had to plan ahead to do the, basically figure out. There's a little skill into the morale, boosting morale, to try to figure out exactly when to reinforce and when to boost. But the Into the Breach I thought would be about like ambushing and planning like surprise attacks. But I think it's less about surprise, and well, the surprise is a big part of it, but also she just can get bigger units out cheaper and faster, and I think that's actually the bigger problem. So yeah, I don't know if I have a list of design constraints formally. Well, I mean, I think I do. I have some documents somewhere. I probably should make those public. Like how to write unit text, how to write like all these guys. Let's see, like how to write these abilities. They're very specific guidelines on like how to use certain words and which words you use for different things. That would probably be good to make public. It probably needs some help too, which the public could probably find problems there. And if we do ever do a unit creator, which I really hope we do, then we would have to make that public. But the unit creator would be some kind of in-game tool where anyone could make one of these little cards here. So you could like upload like a piece of concept art or make a drawing or something, name a unit, give it the price, give it the culture, put in all these abilities and the stats, and then just save it, and it would just go into like a community database in-game. And then players could like vote on which ones they want. And then ideally we just look at those and we can, I can just say, hey, that's a great idea for a unit. Maybe we tune it a little bit, but then we just put it into production. Like, I don't see why we wouldn't do that. Yep. I'm looking forward to doing some blogging on Moonbreaker. My mind has been in this world for so long. I've really wanted to blog about it, but of course we didn't talk about it, and now we have. Too bad we're just so damn busy right now. Oh, Gracie, you've only seen that selection bug happen on that map? That's interesting. You don't like 2v2? Oh, don't have financially stable home life and monitor might not sustain. Yeah. Yep, sorry. Paint for us, Bob Ross. I'm no Bob Ross. Astra can kill opponents, captains in 5-6 turns. Yeah, okay. What'd you say, Danya? DM you about something? I don't see your other chat there. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one is the expert unit, expert captain, I just wanted I wanted Exterior to be easy. That would be the big one. And I want some of them to be harder than others, but maybe Exterior isn't easy. This is Club Life by Tiesto on Spotify. Still, here's the hardest one. This is kind of fun that I get to talk with my microphone and with the camera or with the screen and everything, and all you guys have to text, because all this past weekend I was on my damn phone and everyone else is streaming and I'm just like typing these like a peasant, thumb typing in these little answers to questions. So this is pretty fun. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done here. I probably should get back to my non-streaming work. I'm not really a club guy, but I do love club music. And I've been a club guy, kinda. I don't know what that means, but I've had my fair share of nightlife, thank you very much.
Shrapnel.
Jealous?
We're good.
Oh, you're very welcome, Hedron Crab. Yeah, before we just get to like what we need to change with Astra, I just want the damn stats. And again, it's pretty early days, but it's early, but I would take it seriously. So I just want to see better stats, because anecdotally, it's just the captains are way too important to just do by feel. A lot of the units could be done that way, but not the captains, and probably not the assists either. The assists and captains are basically the balance of the game. The units, they can be pretty far off, and the game will still function.
A dead battle.
What do you got here?
I am in control.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. Oh.
How come you all haven't been using Stim Burst? I barely saw Stim Burst at all this weekend. And it's awesome, especially with Exterior. Yeah, positioning. This game is positioning, positioning, positioning. Yeah, Sick Nick, we told actually Abraxas here, who's in the stream, and you know Abraxas, at our team retreat a couple weeks ago in Colorado, he gave a little presentation to everyone that said, hey, it's time for you dev team to stream your work, which is why I'm doing this. So you can thank him. It kind of gets in the way of your regular work, but at the same time, it gives you energy and you get ideas. So I guess it's just a matter of making sure you do just the right amount of it.
This thing runs on Handsome.
Oh my gosh, Stimburst plus Quetzali plus Exterior is delicious. You just cover the entire map. You can just move pretty much your entire active crew from one corner to the other corner. You just have to do it just in the right way. I mean, not your whole crew. I guess a couple of them. It used to be you could move your whole crew. Oh, we should have a teleport. We should have a teleport assist. Writing that down. Oh, that's another design constraint. No ability or assist can take more than 2 input points. So you can't say like from here to here. So if we did a teleport assist, it would be like teleport your captain to the position that you click, or teleport the unit to your captain, something like that. But you couldn't say from here to here. That's a design constraint. Yeah, you guys all love the Plink. I don't understand. Plink is like so newbie. It's like all noobs love Plink, but like, I mean Plink with crits, I guess, but I don't know. We moved beyond our Plink stage, I don't know, a year ago or something. Now it's just like a regular assist to us. Yeah, Orbital's nice, but yeah. You heard it here first, friends. Teleport Season 2. Yep. No, but it was still really. I mean, it was amazing to see what people did right away. You guys figured out this game so fast. It's ridiculous. I mean, we knew it was going to happen, but it's still pretty awesome to watch.
Smells like cheer.
Stop this now.
Oh, I should show you guys a unit creator while I'm right here.
You have yet to see power.
This is how we create units. We have this little, I don't know, oops, I probably shouldn't show. Let me do, get rid of those. So yeah, this is how we create units internally. Basically what I do. So I just basically click here, this little plus button creates a new unit. Basically just makes like a database. I name it. There's a whole bunch of fields here. What their, oops, can't show you that. What their culture is, their size, what type of unit they are. Captain, bosses for cargo run. All this stuff. What else? Yeah, and then we implement all the abilities here. These are Unity scripts. This is how I write the ability, and then yeah, we choose the ability from here, or just implement a new one. I can actually just implement. I can just put in a placeholder one that Mar can actually just program, and that's how we make units. It's pretty cool. Okay,
They're
back to
always
the game.
surprised.
These paradoxes give pause.
should not be doing that. She should be attacking all at once.
Offensive strike.
I barely saw any Nekahwal play. I'm really surprised. That was like, I mean, I guess it's not, maybe it's just too expensive these days.
Friends forever.
It used to be, and actually, Medical Recall. I barely saw that this weekend. That was like, maybe it's just better with Season 2 units.
Look, shiny.
But we've seen so much of it internally.
Damaged by systems.
Dev team on Moonbreakers, what, probably 25 now? Something like that. We also have all of, we have a huge number of people from Crafton, Santa Monica. So they are, like, oh, there are a lot of people. So, I mean, they have other games and products they're working on. It's not just us. But they help with all the publishing stuff.
Actions cannot be undone.
I am getting, my units are constantly being unselected. This drives me crazy. Select, bridge. What is that? Why is it unselecting? Bridge, close bridge. Oh my gosh, what? I can't believe people haven't been complaining about this. Bridge unselects units. I go away for 2 weeks on my vacation, my fake vacation, and everything goes to hell. No, everything's great. I should have been watching that.
Eager to please.
What just happened? Oh, that was, who was that behind there? That was some other unit that I didn't even see. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done here. Yeah, the idea behind Medical Recall, you don't get the idea. It's just about saving your unit. It's keeping its stats and saving it. So you can basically spawn it, use it, get it back, and then spawn it somewhere else. You can kind of just keep it going for a long period of time. Cool. Well, I think we're basically done here. I do want to see here. Oh God, what's happening? Oh God, what's happening?